Hey, Steve Champagne here with Profile Technologies. And today's video, I wanted to kind of step away from doing some demo videos of Cloud Leads and get into a short PowerPoint presentation I put together that answers a very important question that you as a digital agency are probably asking yourself. So without further ado, let's get into that presentation today. Let me get into picture in picture. So here's the question I want to pose to you. Which is the best way for a digital marketing agency to get the word out about their business? Well, you basically got two ways. You got inbound marketing and you got outbound marketing. So let's quickly go over the pros and cons of both of these. As far as inbound marketing, well, it's non-disruptive, and we all truly like that aspect of it. Prospects are self-selecting. They're coming to us. You're getting to build your brand and your authority, right? And finally, I really feel inbound is ideal for enterprise mid-level B2B sales, and or that are consulting or coaches. I find that it's a good way because you definitely need to build your authority. On the outbound side of the equation, you can launch campaigns and offerings very quickly. You have a much lower upfront cost, in my opinion. You can target your most ideal customer. If you haven't seen our power targeting demo video yet, go and watch that. It shows you how you can quickly find local businesses that are already currently doing advertisement. You get very measurable results very quickly, so you know what's working and what's not working. And you quickly find what I like to say the in-market prospects, meaning that just through sheer luck, you will find prospects that are actually looking for your products and service at the time of you making contact to them. And I truly feel this is ideal for the small business space, small business owner space. As far as the products and services that we offer tend to have much shorter cycles. Within one or two meetings, either the business owner is going to get it or not going to get it, and you just kind of move on, right? And you're not in this continuous loop. Now let's take a look at the cons. Big one, very time intensive. Inbound marketing is built on the premise of creating content, and more content. Either you're going to be spending time on content or you're going to be hiring somebody to create content for you, okay? And that is, in my opinion, no real direct action for bringing in immediate sales. You have a much larger upfront investment. If you're not creating the content, you're hiring someone to create the content, and after you have the content, you need to get eyeballs on that content, and you're going to either do that through SEO, where if you do that for yourself, well, you're spending time on that, or you're going to hire someone to do that SEO for you, or you're going to do paid traffic. The typical place people are going these days is Facebook, and in my opinion, while I think it's good on B2C or the coaching space, in the business space, I don't think it's really a good place to spend advertisement dollars to build a funnel, if you will, to that traffic. So again, I think it's a much larger upfront investment when it comes to reaching out the market. I think this is a shotgun approach. There's nothing laser, I think, in it, right? I mean, you cannot zero in. When you use Cloud Leads, you can build if you want to work with dentists, great. You can build a list of dentists. You can go get their email addresses. You get their phone numbers. You can literally pick up the phone and figure out who the decision maker is within 30 seconds. I think this is a much stronger approach when it comes to dealing with small businesses. I think it's difficult to measure. It just straight up is. You got to drive a lot of traffic through your funnels to determine what piece of content's working and what piece of content is not working. Longer sales cycles, straight up. Just by nature is a much longer sales cycle. So this lends itself to much higher ticket items. And in the small business space, I think the top end that you can expect any small business to pay you is somewhere between $500 and $1,000 a month. That's pretty much the top end. That's all they're going to be willing to pay, and they need to see ROI on that investment or they're gone. Okay, the con in outbound, it's disruptive. It doesn't have to be if you're not one who wants to pick up the phone and make those calls. You don't have to. Cloud Leads is gonna, when it's all said and done, you don't need to use outbound telemarketing if you don't want to. You can use cold email and voicemail and direct mail with the system. You do not need to use the phone if you don't want to. Okay, so I think what truly is a powerful combination is using outbound marketing to build inbound responses. And so the sweet spot is really where Cloud Leads is going to be in. The sheer fact is, if you had 100 people, and I'm going to go back to full screen, if you had 100 people, you're probably going to have maybe 5% in market at best during your initial approach, all right? So you should put a whole series of what I like to call foot in the door offerings. You should have 3 or 4 of them put together a touch sequence of 7 to 8, maybe 9 touches that have some email in there, a couple phone calls, and then if they're not coming on board with you on that particular foot in the door strategy, no problem. Just ask to stay in touch with them, and go and get some evergreen content out there that you could drop in their laps, once or twice a month, just to maintain that relationship. Schedule a follow-up phone call, and then put together another foot in the door strategy and reach out to them on that one. Eventually, that prospect or that business owner is going to see you as someone who's a hustler and is going to bring you in. It will help you build your agency, and you need to have a system. So this is the question I wanted to pose to you today, because I know there's a lot of people out there trying to say, well, this is how I built my digital agency. This is how I built my digital agency. At the end of the day, using Cloud Leads, doing outbound marketing with it to get inbound responses, where eventually people start picking up the phone and says, hey, I see, could you help us with that? Great. That will help you get you some inbound responses. So that's the question I wanted to pose to you today and get it answered. If you would like to get a full demo of Cloud Leads, click the button just below. Go ahead, click that button, complete the short form, and let's get on a Zoom call for 15 to 20 minutes and give you a world tour of the product and where it is and where it's going in 2019. I want to thank you for the time you've given me, and you make it a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.